you sick and tired of channels banging on about all of these expensive bits of PC gaming gear and you're thinking to yourself, what is the point? Is anyone actually going to buy that? Well then, you're in luck, because today we're looking at one of the most affordable monitors we've ever really had on the channel. It's 144Hz and is available for under £200. That's awesome. I'm just not sure why I haven't really covered things like this in a while. I am honestly sorry, because a few years ago this used to be the staple of the channel and I'm not really sure what happened. However, the good thing to actually come out of all of this is the fact that I can now, properly appreciate just how far we've come with budget gaming monitors, because this one from AOC is 144Hz, as we've already mentioned, but unlike cheaper monitors of old, will it come out? Is this going to break my desk? It's 144Hz, but it's also IPS and has Freesync, and this also means it can work with GSync. I don't think it's officially rated as GSync compatible, but the point is, this is the full package, and something like this would have cost, what, £300–400 a few years ago? Probably been a TN panel. So to get all of this for under 200 is incredible. Oh, I'm having a mare today. Decent looking stand, just screw that down. Pretty lightweight, solid, pretty good for a budget monitor. Our lovely budget panel, 24 inches. They do a 27-inch version, but actually at this resolution, 1080p, I would much rather have a 24-inch monitors. The pixel density is just a lot nicer, but it is up to you. Just lay it down flat, grab your little stand, and then this should just click in, completely toolless, and there you go. Monitor ready to go. I tell you what as well, the I/O is brilliant for a little budget monitor. We've got 4 USB ports, we've then got 2 HDMI, DisplayPort, VGA, headphone, audio in. That is impressive. We will of course need a PC, and to fully saturate this, we're going to test this with a particularly high-end realistic graphics card, a RTX 3090. But don't worry, I know that is completely ridiculous, because I've also got a 5500 XD that we'll be swapping to actually test this in a more real-world scenario once we've seen what it can do. But first, get yourself acquainted with Corsair's K60 RGB Pro. This gaming keyboard means business, with a brand new Cherry Viola mechanical switches, a strong and durable aluminium frame, and of course, full RGB backlighting for incredible visual effects. Customize it your way with full IQ integration, synchronize lighting with your other Corsair components, and play your best game in style. Check out the Corsair K60 RGB Pro today with that link down below. Oh, wait, what? Oh, I've not plugged the bloody computer in again. I'm so rubbish at this job. Let's try that again, shall we? Turn our monitor on. Here we go. Let's actually hope it works. Wouldn't be a very good video otherwise, wouldn't it? Right off the bat, image quality is surprisingly good for a budget gaming monitor. This is an IPS panel, so I guess you would expect an IPS level of image quality. Viewing angles are very good. The only thing really that I've noticed is that the brightness isn't as bright as some other monitors I've tested. I don't think it's going to be a problem unless you sit right near a window and don't have any blinds or anything that you can pull down. And this is always like the first test, just moving windows around in the desktop. It's not rated as GSync compatible, but we can enable it anyway and get the benefits of the FreeSync with maybe a couple of limitations. It's not certified, but most people aren't going to care. Yeah, this camera angle isn't working for me at the moment. I can't see the monitor. Let me move it around. Is this better? Is this what you wanted? I mean, probably not really. You just want to see the monitor. You don't care about me. I didn't even know that. It's got speakers in it. That is super smooth. That is very impressive for under £200. That feels great. There's really pretty much no input lag here at all. Obviously you are maxing out at the moment at 144 frames a second, but yeah, if you can do that with this monitor, then you're going to notice it. I was noticing that we were getting a little bit of blurring, but that's because the overdrive setting was turned off. So I went into the menu system, which in classic AOC style is okay. I mean, it's functional, but I stopped criticizing menu systems because it's pretty irrelevant. You're going to go in there once or twice a year, if that, and you can get what you want to do done, so no problems there. Seriously though, real talk for a second, this is an incredibly impressive bit of kit. I know Apex like the back of my hand. I don't play as much anymore, unfortunately, but I've certainly had a few season stints, and this just feels like any other game really that I've been playing on. There are definitely pros and cons to loads of different sorts of monitors. You can go for something higher resolution, ultra wide, even faster. But this is pretty much all the monitor you're ever going to need and a whole lot more. Because if it can handle something like Apex, where you really do need to be at your best and play super competitively, then honestly, what more do you need? Where is this guy? He's here, he's here, he's here. I've got a longbow, this is not gonna work. I was too busy talking to you, that's your fault. But obviously yes, an RTX 3090 can of course run Apex Legends, 1080p max settings, 144Hz. So let's show you what a more realistic graphics card can do and what it's actually gonna mean for your gaming experience. Bring on the 5500 XT. I need to get some stuff, I have to go get it myself. There's not much difference in size here. RTX 3090, 5500 XT. Similar. Oh, don't hit the mic. Oh, has that been in the shot the whole time? Now you know my secrets. And you'll be like, why are you wearing two? It's called redundancy. Had to think about that one, didn't I? Just in the lobby here, look, we're getting, what's that, 124 frames a second? I told you, high settings, 1080p, a pretty affordable GPU, and a pretty affordable monitor, and this really does not feel that different to all of the other PCs that I've built, including the 3090 one. Obviously you could run that at 4K 144Hz, but the point is, does that matter? For a lot of people, not really. And it feels fantastic, it's super smooth, and it is gonna allow you to play as competitively as you'd like, really. But the actual IPS panel itself delivers very rich colors, it does Fortnite justice, actually. The only thing that I have noticed, and that I didn't notice with the RTX 3090 PC, was that we are now starting to get a little bit of, I guess it's flickering, and then part of the image is almost like flash for a microsecond. And this is just down to the fact that the FreeSync that's actually in this monitor is not as good as something that's more premium, like maybe a dedicated GSync chip or one of the more expensive FreeSync monitors. I mentioned earlier though that not every AAA title is going to get you 120 or 144 frames a second. And here we have Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and this is running at high settings, and we're getting around about 73 at the moment frames a second, despite the fact that we are only getting around about 15 frames a second more than you would on a 60Hz monitor. The overall package looks and feels great. I mean, yes, it's not 144Hz. You do have to be realistic that you will get lower frame rates in some games and more in others, but you know, as an overall gaming package, I think it's fantastic. If I was just building like a PC gaming setup, I guess, where I was going to play games like Fortnite at 1080p, then there's really not that much more you would need. And while you can spend more money on your computer, you can get a higher resolution monitor, you know, it's still not going to change that fundamental gaming experience, which is what we're doing now, which is just playing and enjoying the game. And to get this much enjoyment, I guess, and to get this level of fluidity and just responsiveness for this price is honestly so impressive. But I would love to hear from you on this one. Do you think this is the right sort of amount of money to spend on a monitor? Are you glad that you can get this? Or do you think you should spend way more? Or is £180 still way too much? If you do want to learn a little bit more about this AOC monitor, you can find my Amazon affiliate links listed down in that description below for current pricing. And of course, while you're down there, don't forget to check out Corsair's epic new gaming keyboard. The K60 RGB Pro combines the very best of RGB visuals with pure mechanical gaming performance, all for a very attractive price. With full N-key rollover, Windows key locking, and customizable actions in IQ, the K60 RGB Pro has both style and substance. Get yours today with that link down below. Would love to hear from you. If you do want to see more monitor reviews, you can find those in the end screen, or maybe check out this PC build with the RTX 3090, also found in the end screen. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Smash that like button, get subscribed, and I'll see you in the next one.